John Sinsel, 601st in Buchanan, West Virginia, engineer support company.
Do you guys get called in for these kinds of disasters very often?
Yeah, it's a regular occurrence. Unfortunately, living in the hills and mountains, this is a regular occurrence, along with snow and other things. But we're fortunate to be an engineer company where we got the heavy equipment and can come out and help. So we count ourselves fortunate to be able to do it. So.
Have you had a chance to get a look at what the damage is in the area yet?
Briefly. We've had more overhead views than anything right now, and we're just getting ready to get down into the severely affected areas and take a look at them, up close and personal. So, but from what we've saw so far, there is substantial damage done. So we'll be down there helping, get rid of a lot of the debris and stuff so people can get things back to a certain extent. So.
Now, most of what you guys are going to be doing is debris removal. Is that basically your mission here?
Yeah, right now at this point, they've, that's basically what they've tasked us with is to go down and just help families, get a lot of this stuff that's been, severely water damaged and mud and so forth, and get that out of their way so they can get on and clean up, their house and get things back in order so they can live in their home again. So,
do you have any kind of estimate on how long it's going to take to get this kind of cleanup done?
We're estimating around 15 days, but it could take less, could take more. It just depends on the weather, of course, and hopefully things will go well and damage isn't as bad as what we're thinking. So hopefully it won't be as long. But we did have some other teams that had to go down south today, so that kind of cut it short-handed a little bit, but we should be in good shape.
All right.
Unfortunately, we lived in Barber County, still do, Philippi, and we went through the '85 flood, and I think that's one of the neatest things doing what we do. You've been through similar situations, and you know what these people are going through, so it makes the job even that much more rewarding. It's a good day to be a National Guard soldier, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
It's unfortunate, what's happened, but it's really, I feel fortunate to be able to be in a situation to help. That's what we're here for, is to help the public, and that's what we enjoy doing. And so as long as we get that accomplished, that's mission success. So.
I'm Staff Sergeant Robert Branham from Fairmont, West Virginia, the 1st Field Artillery, Army National Guard. We've actually had a Black Hawk helicopter in the area today filming the areas of the most disaster, the hardest hit areas, I should say. One of those points was where Priggett's Creek goes underneath I-79 in Priggett's Creek, and we went to the collection site at Priggett's Ford, and that film went to the people I need to see in Charleston today. So we were out a good bit today.
Well, first of all, we're making sure that people have food, clothing, the basic necessities they need, a good place to stay, and shelters wherever they're needed. Next thing, tomorrow we'll have FEMA in here in all the counties that I've declared a disaster in, which would now be 9, I think, in West Virginia, and they will be doing their evaluations. I'll ask the president to declare these 9 counties federal disaster areas. That way we can get federal money in to help rebuild things where they need to be. So basically our people are on the ground right now to get the highways back safe. They're making sure that people are where they need to have the things they need, and then we'll be doing the evaluations. Obviously we've got the Red Cross coming in, to help out with food and immediate needs that people may have.
Great. Hey, thanks so much.
Okay, it's good seeing you.
Governor, I hate to ask you to repeat yourself, but tell me about what you think, what you've seen. What are your reactions?
Well, it depends on the part of the state you're in. Today it's been different. We have experience in southern West Virginia, Wayne County, that we normally don't experience. That's tornadoes touching down. Very devastating there, tearing homes down, roofs off, power lines, trees down, roads blocked. So the things that a tornado would do. We get on over at Lincoln County. It's both part of the tornado and flooding. Here in Marion County, for the last 3 days, we've been dealing with flooding, the backed up bridges, culverts, and so forth. So basically, it's an array of events that's all happening at one time. But we have some of our highway people here. Those culverts sometimes do get backed up, especially when you have high water like this. Huge amount of especially leaves, but there's also a lot of other trash that gets involved, and people littering and so forth. So we realize that we've got to get in and get the culverts cleaned out. But a lot of things we just can't do anything about, like leaves, which are natural, that wash in and get caught up and cause the roads to, or the drains to back up.
And
In 15 months or so that I've been governor, this is the first major one we've had, and it's hitting all parts of the state and different kind of events. So, we're dealing with it, but I'm very pleased with the way our National Guard, our Homeland Security, our highways have been reacting, working with the local officials all around the state to make sure that people are safe. And the one thing I'm thankful for, we've not lost one individual. So, we've watched what's happened last night, especially in Ohio, Kentucky, those other states. Many people lost their lives, and I think it's that kind of early reaction to what's going on, early warning, that's kept our people a lot safer. So I'm pleased with the way our emergency people have responded. It's the problems, if we've got problems where we continue to have flooding, we need to see what we can do, either through some dredging or whatever, to make sure that we can get the water, on down the stream a little bit quicker. So, I think each time we have a flood or an event like this, we learn something, and by working with the local, state, federal people, we all try to do what we can to prevent the same thing from happening again.